Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point, and Morris throws it down.
And not a next-level athlete, but Morris has the ability to face up and beat his man off the dribble.
Paul kicks to Booker. Pass to Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. 5 to shoot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Both these squads, man, Brent, they play hard on the defensive end, don't they? Did you enjoy playing in games like this?
No, Kevin. Why would defense? Why would I enjoy playing against a good defensive team? I want to score. But we will appreciate what we get tonight with these guys. Great effort, great grit, and we'll see who will come out on top.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Ball against Jackson. Paul kicks to Bridges. Spins. The 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
Outside, George. Zubats with the screen for George. Over Booker. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And hey, how about the career for a guy like Jay Crowder?
This guy has played some bully ball, and he doesn't mind playing inside. And I think guys love to have a guy who takes on that physical responsibility to be the tough guy on the team, something Jay Crowder enjoys doing himself.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Now here's Paul. Bridges outside. Back the ball. Paul George with the steal. On the wing, Jackson. Bridges with the steal. Dishes it to Booker. Fades and shoots. Morris with the rebound. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Here's Jackson. Following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Leonard the pass to Zubats. Morris outside. Let's go. That's good on the jump shot.
Nice move there by Morris. An aggressive scorer with excellent form on his jump shot.
Jackson against Paul. Now the pass to Booker. Bridges a screen on George for 3. Booker, he's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
He's been a little more selective in shooting threes, has Devin Booker, but man, when he makes one, sometimes he'll open up a can of them.
Passes it to Jackson. From deep, George. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker with it. Guarded now by Morris. Here's Ayton. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Right side, Leonard. Over Bridges. Again, the Clippers.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Now here's Booker. Ayton a screen on George. Here's Booker. Bridges outside. Leonard with the steal. Jackson down low. Defended by Paul. Leonard with the bucket.
Lots of throwback stuff to Kawhi's game as he's just feasting now in the mid-range.
Suns trail by 3. 27 seconds left in the first. Ball against Jackson. And here's Booker from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Booker's got 6.
Somebody's going to set him up, and Devin Booker's going to knock him down. Drives in that catch and shoot.
Pass to Leonard. To the middle. That's tipped. Zubats. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. It's all tied in Phoenix. And back in a moment as we'll get underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team. Here they are.
And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Pop it forward. They'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at center. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Now here's Leonard. To the inside. Jackson finds Morris. Here's the three. No good that time. And Phoenix the other way now.
Part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
Here's Booker. He's got 6, just 5 to shoot. No good from outside. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Morris passes to Jackson. And the rejection by Ayton. Bridges kicks to Booker. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Zubats. And Brett, that Clippers turnaround. Did you see that coming?
I mean, not in this way, Kevin. Certainly it's been a lot of outside factors that have gotten the Clippers to this point, but with the ownership and the enthusiasm behind what the owner brings to the table and wanting to make this team viable, they're in position to make some great noise if they find their health. So healthy for the league to have 2 teams in LA that can be this good. This takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Back to Booker. Paul George with the steal. Oh, Leonard in position. Outside Crowder. Paul, no one around him. A miss that time. Would have put him up. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Morris passes to Leonard. Leonard with the steal. The 8-footer. And the shot goes down.
Kawhi Leonard.
Leonard's got 8. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating. Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Jackson down low, defended by Paul.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
George passes to Morris. Inside Leaner. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Booker. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. Defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Brent, did you have any superstitions when you played in the NBA?
Not so much, Kevin. I really had more routine, and if I got off my routine, I might be a little bit nervous, but nothing superstitious and nothing that I can recall.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
On the wing, Booker. He's got 6. Kicks it to Bridges. To the paint. And it's sent back by Leonard.
And that's what you expect from one of the greatest defenders maybe this league has ever seen. Great play by Kawhi that time.
The Clippers trail. And it's out of bounds. And And they say it was last touched by Leonard. There's a minute left to play here in the second quarter. Booker outside. Bridges a screen on Jackson. Here's Booker. Stolen by Jackson. And George, here we go. And he banks in the layup. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
Showing off those long strides, really tough to keep Paul George off of his straight line when he's on the bounce.
There's 31 seconds left now here in the second. Outside Crowder. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Jackson. Oh, Morris in position, and Morris throws it down.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him, but the fact is he did, and he delivered. That's a great pass.
And it's Bridges at the elbow. Shoots over Leonard. Three-pointer, Crowder. It doesn't go for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Thanks, David, and we'll be back.
20, the Clippers, 23.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Now, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. The Clippers in the lead. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for them.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unfortunate.
Now here's Payne. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Back to Shamet. And here we go. Powell heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Powell.
I just love these opportunities in the open floor to see athleticism like what Norman Powell gave us there.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Payne kicks to Saric. For the tie. Second chance effort. Landale with the bucket. Landale's got 4 this quarter.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
Didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Wall. And the dunk by Powell.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Payne looking around. Going inside. Shamet on the wing. No good. That would have tied it. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Batum. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Well, Batum making the most of that opportunity.
It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Saric outside. Launches a 3. Powell pulls it in. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there.
An efficient score Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
That's a strange trip because typically he's pretty much money from there.
Here's Shaman. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA team to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
And here is Paul after the three-pointer from Robert Covington. Bridges dishes to Crowder. Back to Bridges. Clock at 6. Tries the spin move. The Suns need to get a shot off. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Coffey. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Personal foul.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now here's Paul. There's 39 seconds left in the third. Puts it up. And again, it's the Suns missing. Clippers leading by 9. And Wall with the slam.
Assist.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Now, here's Shamet. Defense is right there. He kicks it to Crowder. To halt the run. The shot that time, not on target. Covington passes to Wall. Here's Coffey. He's covered by Shamet. Coffey can't get it to go.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game.
And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. Chris Paul is out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Well, a master weaver, Chris Paul, through those screens and rolls and angles on the floor. His dribble moves are just incredible.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Pulls it from 20. And too long on the shot. Suns trail by 11. Shamet with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And it's Shamet missing. And Los Angeles guys shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Leonard on the wing. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far. Shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
Morris passes to Jackson. Back to Morris. Ball against Jackson. The turnaround Jay. Zubats. It's good on the putback. Zubats has got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Shamet the pass to Paul. Bridges left side. Leonard with the steal. From deep, George. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Paul passes to Bridges. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. It's George on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 3 assists in the game. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
It's stolen by Morris. Leonard with the ball. Bridges covering. Bridges with the steal. Crowder finds Bridges. Back to Crowder. Inside. Leonard with the steal. Pass to George. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Suns trail by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Clippers.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Leonard.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
And it's good, 2 points.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Jackson against Paul. Leonard looking around. There's the pass to Morris. Offensive rebound. And George kicks to Morris. Jackson from long range. Here's Zubats. Nobody near George. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Here's Leonard, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this one.
Paul, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
So maybe now's the time when we talk about Chris Paul's intelligence. We don't have enough time.
And Paul drills both of them. Now here's Jackson. So the Clippers winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
We've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooters league is what you see most of now.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Russell with the ball. And it's Paul picking him up. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Pass to Crowder. And here's Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Booker. Prince grabs the miss.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Edwards fires from way outside. From deep. Gobert. Tip back in for 2.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Paul against Russell. Ball drives in. Pass to Ayton. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoners slam right there, guys.
Offensive board. Ayton. Another shot. The kick out to Paul. Outside Booker. The 3. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
Boy, what a pass. X-ray vision, leadership skills. CP3, a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer.
Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Here's Booker. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. To the inside. And stolen by Edwards. Russell attacking. The rebound by Bridges. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Now Booker. Takes a 3. Russell with the rebound.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Crowder outside. From deep. Lays out. He can't hit that time.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And it was maybe a step out of his range.
Bridges passes to Booker. Outside Paul. They swipe it. In transition. Edwards finds Towns. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Chris Paul.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Here's Paul. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. To the middle. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Russell to pass to Towns. Back to Russell. And stolen by Paul. In transition, here come the Suns. And he lobs it up top. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team. That's right, son.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's Prince in at the 3. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I'd prefer the no call. I like that idea.
Now here's Paul, looking for his first basket still in this one. Outside Booker. Bridges down low. Prince is there. 4 on the clock. Booker for 3. Rebound Minnesota.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Russell finds Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Here's Prince. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Suns trailing. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Crowder outside for 3. Knocks down the triple.
Well, I love the pass-first nature of Paul's game. So good at setting up his teammates and endearing himself to them because of it.
Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Throws it up high. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
To the paint, and Crowder with the jam.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Minnesota with the ball. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Here's Towns. Pass to Prince. Back to Russell. Fires from the wing. And Minnesota again with the bucket.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time, right in the shooting pocket.
Outside Booker. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. It's stolen away. And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's powered home by Towns.
And defensively, you've got to be on the lookout for this. I mean, Towns gets up in a hurry now.
Paul with it. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Crowder against Towns. Shot clock at 5. Back to Paul. There's the 3. Out to Bridges. The 3 is up. Drops in the 3.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Right wing. Pass to Prince. Takes the 3. Crowder corner, grabs the miss.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Minnesota with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Towns passes to Russell. Second chance effort. Towns for three. No good on the shot. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Paul passes to Booker. And he's going for the oop here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt.
He didn't have his feet planted. Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And the second free throw is good.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. Kind of lets the game come to him naturally.
Bridges outside. They set the pick. The kick out to Paul. Down low. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
They're looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Here's Russell. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Bridges outside. Puts it up from 17. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. Well, these teams are going to have to wait before heading to the line.
The previous play is under
And see if he got it off in time.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, they want to get the call right. And
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
clean up the footage for the officials.
Thanks very much, Allie.
That's the end of the first half with a score. Your Suns, 16. The Timberwolves, 22.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Minnesota in the lead. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne. Then there's Damian Lee. Then there's Dario Saric. And it's Landale in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Prince with the bucket. Prince has got 5 now.
Coming into the league, scouts predicted Prince would be a solid 3-and-D specialist, and they were spot on.
Pass to Saric. Here's Shamet, guarded by Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Shamet, no good. Minnesota shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. Gobert up top. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Towns. Pass to Russell. There's the triple. Gets the 3 ball to go. He has 7.
You know, Russell is so smooth. He's got deceptive length, which allows him to get those shots off behind the arc.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Here's Shamet. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's Lee, outside Payne. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Outside, Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. Now here's Reed. Drops in the layup for 2. Reed's gotten his first bucket of the night.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Here's Payne. Here's Lee. The 3-ball. And it's Noel with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to McLaughlin. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. McDaniels against Payne. Here's Lee. Puts up a 3. Nails it from 3. Lee's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Anderson for 3. Can't hit that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Outside Payne. Pass to Landale. Soft touch off the glass.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Payne. Here's Noel. Reed passes to Anderson. No good, a bit long that time. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to Saric. Here's Shaman. Saric down low. Anderson covers. And Saric throws it down.
You know, once he's in the paint, Saric is ready to throw it down.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Payne. Anderson against Saric. Anderson gets the bucket. Anderson's gotten his first points in this one.
Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
Outside Payne. Pass to Saric. Spins. From the high post. The offensive rebound. Back to Payne. Lee on the wing. Stripped it away. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Pass to Saric. Tries the spin move. Here's Shamet. And that one hits the back iron.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. The T-Wolves on top. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Minnesota, we've got Jordan McLaughlin, Jaden McDaniels out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Noel in at the 2 spot. Anderson for 3. It's hauled in by Landale. The Suns trailing. And there's the lob. Oh, and Reed with a block. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Saric has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Pass to Russell. Here's Towns. Beyond the arc. No good that time. Right side Booker. Back to Paul. Now here's Aiden. Paul passes to Aiden. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's powered home by Towns.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Aiden, a screen on Edwards. Booker for 3. connects from downtown.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Pass to Russell. Crowder against Towns. To the inside. Stolen by Ayton. Inside. And Crowder with the jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Clock at 6. And here's Edwards outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Bridges has got 4 rebounds in the game. Ball against Russell. Outside Paul. Ayton, a screen on Russell. Ball passes to Booker. And stolen by Gobert. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Tell you what, going end to end, Towns may not always look like he's moving fast, but he's gobbling up some ground in a hurry. And some of that is his stride. That fella's got some big feet, too.
And here's Crowder from the arc. He drops it from range. Crowder's got 5 points now this quarter.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Pass to Prince.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Russell against Paul. Hangs in the air, and Russell with the lay-in. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
And here's Crowder from the arc. Kept alive. Ayton passes to Paul. And here's Crowder from the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Towns. Back to Prince. The kick out to Edwards. And stolen by Booker. Crowder outside. Russell against Paul. Here's Crowder. Here's Ayton. Outside for Booker. From deep three-point range. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. .102 left in the final quarter. Edwards against Booker. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Tries it from 19. Edwards can't hit. And Phoenix has possession. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Ayton. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Clutch points from Ayton. We've seen him do it in the finals. DeAndre is a prime-time player.
Gobert with a screen on Booker. And here's Edwards outside. The Suns clear it. There's 18 seconds left to play in the fourth. The kick out to Paul. Jacks up a 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Now here's Russell. So we see the Timberwolves get the win. All right, Alec, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Thank you
for granted.
be Los Angeles off the tip. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3. Jackson passes to Zubac, and stolen by Prince. And finished off by Gobert.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man. And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
Now here's Leonard, top of the key. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Edwards against Morris. Edwards dishes to Gobert, and that one drops for him. Gobert's got his second basket of the game. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
Jackson misses.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Russell finds Prince. The kick out to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Takes the 3. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Edwards.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
Here's Leonard. Looking to end the run. The shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Teron Lou and I had a few minutes to share. He said when they've got the ball, driving the paint and attacking the rim is the top priority. Athletically, he thinks they have a little edge. He needs them to play with passion and push the issue. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit. I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Morris kicks to Leonard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's George, and he uses the glass on the lane. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
George against Edwards. And Paul George again. George has got 6.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Prince.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite comfort.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is. Well, Kawhi has always been an elite defender, but he's become just as fearsome on the offensive end. You can tell he never stops working on his game.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Gobert. Russell passes to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
Passes to George. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Russell kicks to Towns. Lets it go with a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac the pass to Morris. Here's George. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
The defense on George a little too tight there, but to have any chance against him, you have to challenge him.
Second free throw, no good. Minnesota leading by 5. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Edwards passes to Gobert. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound. Back to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Leonard. To the middle. Edwards finds Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You see how seriously Gobert takes rebounding, just getting after it. Great activity.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 7.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers Youth Dance Team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Morris with a screen on Russell. Morris dishes to Jackson. It's deflected. Towns with the steal. Down low. The pass to Edwards. Back to Towns. Shot from free throw range. And again, it's Minnesota converting. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
And he recovers it. Clock at 4. And the dunk by Zubac.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
And but look at the basket guy still shaking. Pass to Prince. Towns with it. Covered by Morris. It's Edwards on the wing. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Russell. And it's Edwards, top of the key. Shot clock at 5. Towns finds Prince. Knocks down the 3-ball. Prince has got 6.
When Prince gets it clicking from the perimeter, gets his confidence going, the entire offense benefits.
George sets a screen for Jackson. And George with the stuff.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness. For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless. But they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
George, no good.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Towns kicks to Prince. Stolen by George. Prince against Leonard. Towns with the steal. And oh, here we go. Prince has got it. The fast break chance. Edwards can't hit. And the West, we know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Now here's Prince. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Buries it from three-point range.
Taurean Prince brings intensity, comes off the pick and roll, and thinks attack.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now here's Prince. He's got 9. Russell from long range. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Clippers trail by 11. Jackson looking it over. Outside for George. Leonard against Prince. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. Leonard's got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers. Gobert the pass to Edwards. Now, here is Russell. From deep. And no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Here's Jackson after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Jackson kicks to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Leonard on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3 from Morris. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Towns. At the elbow, it's Gobert. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. You get a great look earlier in the clock. Do you take it?
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
Now, here is Russell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Shoots it up. He made it! He made it! All right, David, thank you. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. It's stolen by Edwards. Unloads and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam. Leonard, no luck.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Outside for George. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. George has got 17 now.
That last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Now here's Towns. He's got 9. Back to Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists in the game.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Now here's Jackson. He is still scoreless so far in this one. And stolen by Russell. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. From deep, Prince. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Clippers trail by 8. And here's Leonard from 3. Poked away. Outside, Towns shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Edwards with it. Leonard picks him up. Ahead. Towns, no luck. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 10-point game to the inside. And stolen by Prince. It's stolen by Morris. It's stolen by Gobert. Prince outside from deep three-point range. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And stolen by Russell. And he lays in the alley-oop. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Gobert. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Towns with the ball. Towns with the steal. Kicks it out to Prince. And the 3 off target.
He had it rolling and then lost it for some reason. Let's see if he can get it back while it still matters. I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Near the 3-point line, it's Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. It's stolen by Edwards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Leonard kicks to Morris. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 14. For 3, Edwards. The shot missing. On the wing, George. Edwards defending. And it's George finishing it off.
It's one of those nights where George's number has been called time after time.
Edwards looking it over. Drives to the hoop. Outside, Towns. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Zubac, a screen on Prince. Kicks it out to Leonard. Edwards against George. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
And so he hits both. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. Russell against Jackson. It's Edwards on the wing. Up again, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in. Gobert's got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves.
We're watching the offensive development by Rudy Gobert. He is exploding tonight.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Three-pointer. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game. Edwards finds Russell. Down low, Gobert. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George has got 5 rebounds tonight. Jackson down low. Edwards defending. Gobert with the block.
What timing from Rudy. He is superb at measuring when to go after blocks.
Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggle continues.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
And another difference maker for them has been their opportunistic defense. They are really piling up the steals in this one.
Here's Towns. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by George. George has got 6 rebounds in the game. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Driving the lane. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Good luck containing Paul George on the drive. He's one of the more fluid wings in the league.
And both free throws good for Paul George. Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Edwards against George. Stolen away. Nice shot to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Jackson. Doesn't go for him. Nice D from Russell. Timberwolves leading by 9. Edwards kicks to Towns. Passes it to Gobert. To the paint. Here's Edwards. Lays it up off the glass.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Timberwolves.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Rudy Gobert.
I'll tell you, his shot blocking made a big impact, whether it was on the ball or rotating over to help. He provided the intimidation factor this defense needed.
So it's Minnesota now. After the Clippers pick up 2. There's Russell with the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac, and again the Clippers turn it over. There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Edwards can't hit. Here now the Clippers. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Hangs. Here's Zubac, and the layup is good.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Now Edwards. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting.
make a big splash here tonight. Well, Grant, we've got two savvy veteran teams on the court, so you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the small forward.
First team foul.
On defense, the Suns. George for three. The rebound by Bridges.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Sharp find by Paul, one of the best passers of all time.
Jackson against Paul. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Booker. To the inside. And Crowder with the jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Booker against George. Leonard on the wing. From outside, off the mark. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Booker against Leonard. Bridges passes to Booker. And the layup is good off the glass.
Crafty play by Booker inside, navigating to a point-blank look at the basket.
Jackson against Paul. George for three. Stolen by Ayton. In transition, here come the Suns. And Booker with the jam.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
The kick out to Morris. To halt the run. 6 on the shot clock. Up and in on the layup.
That ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Bridges outside. Let's go with a three. Another three for Phoenix.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul of the game. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Leonard outside. And stolen by Paul.
Good instincts to read the path and get in a position to pick it off.
Pass to Booker. George with a steal. Jackson down low. He's guarded by Paul. Now Leonard. And rejected. It's stolen by Leonard. Morris left side. Here's George. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
A wing not afraid to mix it up inside. PG-13 finishing down low.
Outside Booker. Ayton, a screen on George. Booker, the pass to Crowder. 6 to shoot. Out to Bridges. Outside Paul. Lets it go from deep. Knocks it down from distance.
There's that poise we talk about with Paul. Not rushing anything with the clock up against him.
Pass to Leonard. to the paint. Here's George. Oh, Booker with a block. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
43 seconds left in the first. Oh, Morris with a steal. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Imposing his will out there. PG-13. Love to see him attack the rim like that.
Jackson against Paul. Bridges outside. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Paul. Pass to Aiden. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
George. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Phoenix.
And please give a big round of applause for your Clippers Youth Team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard. Plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns. Phoenix has gone 3 of 3 from outside here in this one. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Aiden in at the 5 spot. Leonard outside. The kick out to Morris. Back to Leonard. Oh, got a piece of it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
With impressive quickness, Jackson is usually able to stay a step or two ahead of the defense.
And so Jackson nails both of them. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from 3.
George outside. Zubac screen. And that's good. Paul George for 3. George has got 7.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Paul passes to Aiden. That one's good for 2.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Here's George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Outside Booker. Pass to Bridges. Spins. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. When you look at Mikal Bridges, he's the quintessential 3-and-D wing, Richard.
With his quick feet and 7'1" wingspan, he can guard 1 through 4. And they call him the Warden for a reason. When he locks people up, he puts them in Mikal jail.
Pass to George. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Jackson, the pass to Leonard. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Athletic play by Leonard in the paint, not letting anything hold him back from his shot.
Ball against Jackson. Here's Crowder. Pass to Aiden. Right side Paul. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. George outside.
2 minutes remain in the first half. 2 minutes.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And stolen by Bridges. Paul passes to Aiden. Crowder outside. Got a hand on it. Now here's Zubats. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Crowder outside. Clock at 6. There's the drive, and there's the whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal. Second team.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. George outside. Banked it in off the glass. George has got 11 points.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Paul against Jackson. Bridges left side. It's Bridges on the wing. Pass to Crowder. Outside Paul. Now here's Bridges. Outside for Booker. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
30 seconds left in the first half. Here's Paul to end the drought. And that's 2 points on the layup. 5 points in the game.
The wily vet Paul able to score down low.
Pass to Leonard. We've got 13 seconds left in the half. Here's Jackson. The Suns clear it. At one point, they led by 16. Outside Paul. That misses. Would have counted had it gone.
And 17. The Suns, 29.
Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Good.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Jackson against Payne. Pass to Lee. Back to Payne. Launches a 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And the jam by George.
And look at George going off on the defense, putting them to shame with the alley-oop jam.
Saric a screen on Jackson. Payne pass to Saric. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Leonard outside. He goes up again. Leonard on the wing. Pass to George. 5 on the clock. Leonard on the take. Here's Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer. One of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011.
Here's Lee. It's It's rebounded by Zubats.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
Let's get loud for your Clippers.
The Clippers have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Wall against Payne. Powell for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul, and the three-point shot. So important, Richard. That's something you added after you came into the league. What was that process like?
Well, look, as the game tilted that direction, it was no secret. You have to put in that time. But what I try and tell people is that it took me 3 years before I was able to even become a consistent three-point shooter, and another 5 before I became a good one. So as long as you're putting in the work, you're going to see the results.
Those who evolve are those who stay around. Ball against Payne. Wall, the pass to Batum. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Pass to Šarić. There's a screen. Misses the 3. The Clippers trail. Oh, there's the alley. It's stolen by Šarić. Here's Payne. Excellent D there from Wall. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Powell. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Wall with it, and it's Payne picking him up. Wall, the pass to Covington. Gets the 3 to fall.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Paul passes to Bridges. Back to Paul. Out to Bridges. Pass to Booker. Shot clock at 5. On the wing, Crowder. Powell with a steal. Here's Coffey. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. Paul passes to Booker. Shoots a fadeaway. Sends it home from three-point land. Booker's got 10.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
Pass to Covington. Here's Powell. Three-pointer. On target from range.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Aiden. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Coffey. Shoots over Bridges. No good on the buzzer beater. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Suns ahead. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on the ladder, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. The kick out to Paul. Down low. Powell with a steal. Pass to Covington. Here's Coffey. Booker defending. Here's Powell. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Phoenix has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Outside Paul. Back to Crowder. Pass to Aiden. The three is up. That one is off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team.
Now a timeout called by the Clippers.
All right, here's a tip for the defense in this one. Avoid sending Chris Paul to the line at all costs because he will punish you if you do.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, at the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He told his team, quote, "We can do this. This is why we put in the work. This is the moment the work pays off." He's coaching them up for a victory.
And Allie, thanks. Well, when it comes to free throw shooting, Paul is one of the best in the league.
Well, in 2021, he was the best in the league, hitting 93% of his shots he took from the stripe. You're simply better off letting him take the shot clean.
The Clippers have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Paul against Jackson. And he lobs it up. And George with the jam.
Just a big night for George so far. He always works so hard, but his game has been on a higher level here in this game.
Paul passes to Booker. Ayton, a screen on George. Booker against George. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Booker. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Leonard. The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Pass to Zubac. Leonard outside. And another shot. George finds Morris. Now Zubac. It's George on the wing. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game. Both teams leaving it all out there.
And they get it back. Now Booker. Leonard defending. Fades back. And it's Devin Booker with the 3. And the Suns lead by 6.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
This team counts on George to deliver points. His consistency under pressure is key to their offense.
Pass to Crowder. Out to Bridges. Back to Crowder. Here's the 3. And the Suns get another 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's George. Takes the 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And I think the crowd is admiring the long-range duel.
Outside Paul. Crowder inside. He's working on Morris. Out to Bridges. The 3 is up. Knocks down the triple.
And I think this hometown crowd is in shock as the visiting squad fires right back with a 3 of their own.
Leonard outside. Fourth 3. And Booker pulls it down.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Jackson against Paul. Pass to Booker. The outside leaner. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
I tried to create some extra space there, but not able to hit the tough leaning jumper.
George's shot is off.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Booker against George. Outside Booker. Pass to Bridges. 3-pointer. He's off on that one. So the Suns win it. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes.
close matchup tonight, Doris. Two of the top big men in the league going head-to-head.
Kevin, these are two teams that try to get their centers as many touches as possible. They are the axis upon which these offenses rotate, and how much the defense can guard that entry pass will be a key tonight.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Here's Towns. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Guys, certainly I admire the basketball skill of Karl Anthony Towns, but I admire as much his willingness to play through adversity over the course of his career.
And he sinks the second. Suns on offense. Booker outside. Bridges outside. 6 on the shot clock. Booker in the post. Edwards there. Booker no good. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves.
And
And there's a record Rudy Gobert set without much fanfare a few years ago. Most dunks in an NBA season.
That's exactly right, GA. That was back in the 2018-19 season. He threw it down 306 times. Certainly makes sense for a guy who's got that kind of length, athleticism, and the guy who spends so much time right around the cup.
Here is Paul after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Booker outside. Fires the three. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
You've got to be shot ready in this instance. On the catch, prepared to shoot. Devin Booker, yes, sir.
Outside Prince. Out to Edwards. Over Booker. Good D by Booker. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Ayton throws it down.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton. No doubt on the dunk.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. He told me they have to lean on their postgame tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Paul kicks to Bridges. Back to Paul. Fires from deep. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Russell. Crowder pulls it in.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Paul passes to Crowder. Jacks up a three. Was shot by Paul, no good.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
And Edwards with the stop.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window, and exploits it.
Russell against Paul. Outside Crowder. There's the three. Bridges finds Crowder. Phoenix needs to get off a shot to the middle. It's stolen by Gobert. Towns with it. Chris Paul covering. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Outside Towns. And that one is off. So Phoenix will take it the other way.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Now, here's Bridges. No points in the game yet for him. Booker outside. Fades. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
We know this about Devin Booker. He is not shy. Deep from 3, yes, I'm going to take that opportunity.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Gobert. Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. 1 for 3.
Now, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Now here's Booker. He has 6. And he drives in. And the dunk by Booker. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Outside Russell. The pass to Towns. Here's Gobert. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Suns. He notched 8 points. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
On the court for the Suns, Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
His first shot coming late. It's hauled in by Edwards. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Shoots. Tries again. Passes it to Russell. Edwards drives in. The kick out to Towns. Tries yet again. 5 on the clock. Here's Prince. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Devin Booker.
One of the hardest things to deal with Taurean Prince is trying to match his energy. This guy goes all out every time.
Many teams could use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter.
Crowder kicks to Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Pass to Prince. Outside, Towns. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Pass to Edwards. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
A little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage. And he looks far from done.
And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Russell kicks to Towns. He takes it in. It's hauled in by the Suns. Spin chance shot. The shot comes out.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Outside Edwards. Out to Russell. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And taken away by Paul. Here we go, one-on-one. And there's the pass to Booker. From deep. That shot missing. And Minnesota now the other way. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. Prince misses.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
Edwards against Booker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Phoenix?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Paul kicks to Crowder. Four on the clock. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. Timberwolves trail by 3. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Booker against Edwards. Here's Russell. Here's Towns. Another miss by Minnesota.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Russell passes to Prince. Gobert with a screen for Prince. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
And that...
19. The Suns, 20.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Reed is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's McDaniels, and it's McLaughlin in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And Saric kicks to Shamet. Back to Saric. With some arc. Anderson with the block. And they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
The Timberwolves trail. Here's Noel. Passes it to McLaughlin. Now Reed. The kick out to Anderson. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
You can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Here's Lee outside. It's rebounded by McLaughlin. To the left side wing. 90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to Reed. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
Hey, guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Payne kicks to Saric. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steal. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially in defense. Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Payne kicks to Saric. Lee outside. Saric with the screen for Lee. Pass to Saric. Stolen by McDaniels. Inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. He lobs it up. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Payne in the post. And they get it. Out to Lee. Stolen by McDaniels. To the middle. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Shamet on the wing. Fires the three. Here's Landale. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 7. Here's Noel. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Right side, Lee. Out to Payne. For the 3. Sharks attacking. Just 5 on the clock. Lee passes to Shamet. And it's off the back rim. No good for Minnesota. They've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Yeah, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And stolen by Prince. Towns, the bounce pass. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Paul dishes to Booker. Shoots a fader. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Russell against Paul. Prince outside. Russell kicks to Towns. 6 to shoot. On the wing. They get it back. Kicks it out to Prince. Gobert. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
If you don't check out Rudy Gobert, you deserve to get dunked on.
Here's Paul. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Timberwolves on top. They lead by... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the 4th. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
To me, you've got to run this guy off his shots. Jay Crowder is a good catch-and-shoot jump shooter.
Edwards inside, defended by Booker.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
That's a 2 from Paul. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Oh, Ayton in position. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's the lob to the hoop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Towns finds Edwards. That shot, no good. Good D by Booker. And Phoenix turns it over again. Timberwolves leading by 5. Timberwolves passing it around. Now the pass to Edwards. From deep. Phoenix grabs the miss. Crowder's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bridges with it. Guarded now by Prince. Bridges passes to Paul. Back to Bridges. Lets it go. And again, it's the Suns missing. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. From deep, Prince doesn't get it to drop for him. And Phoenix the other way now. And stolen by Prince. Uncovered. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him. And the Timberwolves lead by 7. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rim.
And and their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Russell against Paul. Passes to Booker. To the inside. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
DeAndre Ayton, unafraid in the big moment. Nice delivery.
Russell against Paul. And here's Prince outside. Phoenix grabs the miss. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. And a deep three from Booker. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Minnesota leading by 5. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Ayton in the high post. Russell's there. Paul surveying the floor. Ayton dishes to Booker. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. .127 left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Edwards. There's the triple. Prince, the pass to Edwards. Towns, the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game. He's making it worse with shot selection like that.
There's a minute left in the game. All up top, he's guarded by Russell. Bridges, right side. Booker outside. Pass to Paul. Three-pointer. Crowder. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Now the Timberwolves with it. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And they'll get another chance. Offensive rebound. Hands of the Timberwolves with another turnover. Paul passes to Bridges. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Ayton finds Bridges. Back to Ayton. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
But DeAndre Ayton is engaged. He's focused, and he delivers a clutch bucket.
Ball against Russell. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close game.
Clippers win the tip. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. This should be an active game. Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Now here's George. Off target with the three.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Outside Russell. Fires the three. Kept alive by Minnesota. Pass to Prince. From behind the arc. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. Here's George. Minnesota with a rebound. We played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Towns. Lays it up and banks it in.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps when you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Here's Russell. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Out to the right wing. Gobert passes to Edwards. Top of the key. Towns can't get it to go.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Leonard finds Zubac. The kick out to Morris. From downtown. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Pass to Prince. Here's Gobert. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Now here's Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
George outside. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Now here's Edwards. Inside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
This is who Towns is. An unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Pass to George. Zubac, screen. George's shot is good. George has got 6 points.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. To the middle. And Gobert with the stuff.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Pass to Zubac. Now George, guarded by Edwards. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Now here's George. He's got 6.
Carl Anthony Towns. First personal foul. First team foul.
1:05 left to play in the first quarter. George passes to Leonard. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
Pass to Prince. Outside Edwards. Here's Towns. Over Morris. The shot by Towns. No good. Here's Jackson. No good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. George against Edwards.
Paul George instincts right there, just taking over that possession. He's using his length right there to take away a lot of airspace for the shooter.
Leonard can't get it to go.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
And Edwards slams it in.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. To the paint. And stolen by Gobert. Tie game in Minnesota. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere.
Please give a big round of applause.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Well, Brent, comparing eras, a touchy subject. But how do you juxtapose the era of your father, Rick, in the 60s and 70s, to your era, and even nowadays?
Well, I think between the rule changes, the adoption of the three-point line, and the skill and growth and all the technology and science behind players, that it's really, really difficult to look back 25 years ago and compare the game. Just the game itself, PA, let alone talking about players and their skills.
Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Pass to Prince. Back to Russell. Here's Towns. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Up top, Morris. Beyond the arc. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. And it's powered home by Towns.
Sometimes it's the simple play that's most effective. D'Lo with a nice assist.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Well, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Lets the 3 fly. The offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and the putback. And it's a 4-point Minnesota lead.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Morris for 3. Here's Zubac. And Gobert with a block. Here's Towns. Edwards finds Gobert. Here's Prince. Oh, Leonard with the block.
That's why they call him the clock. Kawhi getting in there with those massive mitts.
Russell against Jackson. And misses it off the right side of the rim. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
It's so nice to see Towns use his high basketball IQ to dominate in pick and roll. It seems like he always makes the right read in that situation.
The kick out to Morris.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Now here's Zubac. Jackson outside. The three-pointer off the mark. 1:52 left in the second quarter. Russell to pass to Edwards. Here's Towns. Pass to Prince. Back to Towns. uses the glass to finish the layup. Towns has got 6 points in the quarter.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
Leonard outside. Here's Zubac. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Outside Edwards. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers trail. George finds Morris. The 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Morris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now Edwards. Outside for Russell. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Jackson. Morris with it. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Gobert with it. He's guarded by Zubac. And the basket by Gobert.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Russell against Jackson. Driving inside. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
There's 6 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Leonard. It could go.
On defense, Gobert expertly uses...
Thanks, Allie.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves. 22. The Clippers. 19.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You look at Rudy Gobert in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's factored into their game plan in a big way tonight. He's been a key guy.
Yeah, and I'm not sure coming into this game he felt like he could dominate in the way he's doing so now. Been phenomenal.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats and George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
Russell against Jackson. Russell to pass to Edwards. Paul George pulls down the board. George has got 4 rebounds in the game.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Jackson, the pass to George. And the jam by George.
Paul George getting aggressive, showing us some power that time as he's able to get to the rim.
To the inside. Can't get it to go. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, it's moving them well into the right direction.
Back to Prince. That shot off. Great D that time from Zubac. The Clippers in the lead. George outside. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it. Just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Throws it up high. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, height and length at that position for Paul George, that's problematic for a defender, and he used his size to draw the foul that time.
That one's no good.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
Towns, another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Leonard passes to Zubac. Stolen by Russell. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Prince. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Tough to hold on to the ball with those fast hands from D'Lo that are active.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brett.
BA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Pass to Prince. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. And Gobert with the stuff.
You have to love what Gobert is doing on the offensive end so far. Staying active and finding lots of ways to contribute.
Zubac with a screen on Russell. Jackson, the pass to Zubac. And no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Prince. Pass to Russell. Back to Prince. Now Gobert. Here's Towns. The rebound by Jackson. The Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Inside. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Jackson's got 6.
You love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game, just able to find teammates and rack up assists.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Drives to the hoop. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Zubac with a screen on Russell. Jackson, the pass to Zubac. Out to Leonard. That one a little long. The Timberwolves trail. Out to the right wing. Back to Edwards. Outside for Russell. Edwards can't hit. George outside. Stolen by Russell. Misses the 3. Paul George. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Los Angeles. 8 points. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Leonard outside. It's George on the wing. Guarded by Edwards. 6 to shoot. And Leonard, here we go. Here's Zubac. Not going to go that time. Good D by Gobert. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Here's Towns. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
And it is so tough to disrupt Towns' shot. I mean, when he shoots, he's so disciplined and locked in. Oh, so impressive.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
It's George on the wing. We played just over a minute here in the 4th. Back to Jackson. The kick out to Morris. Leonard for 3. He buries it from 3. And the Clippers lead by 2.
He has the touch to do some damage from 3-point distance.
Outside Russell. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
There's so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
Pass to Prince. And there's the rejection. George with it. Prince is there. Count it. Good. And it's a 6-point Clipper lead. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Clippers.
You have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
The kick out to Morris. Pass to Leonard. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. To the paint. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by the Clippers. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Leonard with the ball. Towns covering. The kick out to Morris. Back to Leonard. Pass to Morris. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Here's Prince. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, the bigger the possession, the more engaged Taurean Prince is. Wow.
George against Edwards. George outside. Leonard right side. For 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's. Here's Prince. Leonard defending. Edwards for 3. They get it back. Here's Prince. Tries to save it. And he stays with it. Edwards, a pass to Towns to take the lead. Towns can't get that one to fall.
It's another just bad decision on a night full of those. The shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance in the 3-point play. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. Free throw no good for Edwards. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Morris outside. And he lobs it up top. Yes!
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Morris against Towns. Pass to George. Jackson outside. So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.